Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Talking Walls Photography, back with another video. So this house, I've driven by many times when I was younger, when my parents would take me to see my grandparents in southern Ontario. This is one house that we would always drive by. And I'm going to show you the exterior picture. I haven't taken the pictures yet, but I will. And you'll understand why I was fascinated with wanting to see what was inside. Not gonna lie, it's a big disappointment. I pictured it being basically a nice, cozy little living quarters. It's anything but. It's like someone started renovations and then they just stopped all of a sudden. We've got a very old stone fireplace. I'm just going to pause. I see someone out at my vehicle. A little bit of history on this house, or a little history on myself. When I was a young boy growing up, my parents would take me to southern Ontario to see my grandparents. And this particular house we would pass by, and I was mesmerized with it. I really wanted to know what was inside of it. When you see pictures of the exterior, you will understand. The best way I can describe it is, and it might sound silly, but think of the Smurfs, the cartoon show The Smurfs, where they lived in these cozy little cabins. Gargamel, in particular, Gargamel lived in this little stone cabin. Well, that's kind of what I thought this would be. I thought it would be a nice, cozy little retreat, but it's not. It's like someone started construction and stopped. Maybe in my childhood the house was livable, but right now it's it's a disappointment. It's not what I thought it would be. But, having said that, it's still another abandoned location. So this is the kitchen area. Too clean to be abandoned. No dust, they say. Well, there is dust, so there you go. There's not really a lot in way of antiques. A lot of it is just kind of junk. We've got a newspaper which is dated 2018, September 27th, 2018. So, like I say, it's not wilderness life area. Now, if you want to see what it would have looked like before it was modernized, there's this back room here, and you can kind of get a feel for what it would have been like. This is about as cozy as you're going to get in terms of coziness, if you want to talk about, and again, it's kind of silly, but if you want to think of like medieval days, the tavern where you'd go for your drink, well, this is maybe kind of what you would have been looking for. You can see that the walls were constructed of stone. The roof is, well, it's got holes in it, so this whole thing is, going to start to decay over the winters. And it just looks like it's being used for storage. There's not a lot of, I wouldn't call it a time capsule for sure. I wouldn't even call it a time capsule. It's storage. So look at that. Now, if you take this whole section off and just look at this part of the house, it looks like maybe this was an addition put on afterwards, and that was the original door. We have some clocks. I'm reminded of the clockmaker time capsule. We were the very first ones in there, literally the very first ones after it had been locked up. And all the clocks were there. The power was on. It was absolutely amazing. We were the first ones in, and I tried really hard to keep it off the radar, but, well, you know how it goes. It was given out to someone in the Ottawa area, and it was given out to a couple YouTubers, and need I say more? People are just awful. People are the worst things to happen to abandoned houses. They can't keep secrets, they can't keep from taking things, and they can't keep from destroying them. Okay, rant over. So yeah, this is your little, I don't know, maybe I'll call it Gargamel's hideaway, because it reminds me kind of maybe where Gargamel would have lived. And if you don't know what the Smurfs is, you don't know what you're missing. That was the highlight of Saturday mornings. I've not been upstairs yet, so you can experience it when I do. We got raccoon poop. Carolyn Baird Sharon. Carolyn Baird, 1997, Nanaimo, BC. Just gonna test my weight on the floor here. Mr. and Mrs. Arnold Aldred of Glencoe. Your 50th wedding anniversary. Fred Aldred, August 1997. So maybe this was the Aldred's house. Okay, well, I'm going to go take some pictures. I mean, there's only so much I can do with a camera and show you blurry shots, so The Complete Guide, Crochet and Fancy Knitting. Huh. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, and I'm talking about people breaking things, huh? Okay, this is Talking Walls Photography saying take care. Alright guys, I have a update to the story. As I was inside, I heard a vehicle, and a man in a truck got out, and it's his family's, and he told me that he's very tired of people going in, and police are investigating people having been in there, He said, you seem like a nice person, so I'll cut you a break, but the next person in there will be charged. So if you see this house, and it is on certain urban exploring sites, yeah, I'd probably stay away from it. The owner is not happy. All right, take care.